Good morning and welcome to our first presentation of the day from Mahle.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Mahle press conference. Thank you for being our guest today and thank you for sharing your time with us. We are glad to be part of the 2019 North American International Auto Show here in Detroit, and we are also proud to support this event as one of its sponsors. For Mahle, the Naias is really a very important platform when it comes to building key partnerships with industry leaders, but also to get in touch with our community here in the US. So we are basically committed to both, to the industry partners, but also to the community. Ladies and gentlemen, nowadays the automotive industry is basically united by one challenging goal, and this is we are shaping the future in a changing mobility environment. And this is also what keeps us moving at Mahle. And today I'm very happy that we have the chance to give you an insight into our most recent mobility concepts. But before I start with this, I would like to provide you a short introduction of the Mahle Group. So with around 13 billion euro sales, or more than 14 billion US dollar sales in 2017, and almost 80,000 employees worldwide, Mahle is a leading development partner and supplier to the automotive industry. We are really a pioneer and also a technology driver for the mobility of the future. And the Mahle Group is committed to making transportation first more efficient, more environmentally friendly, and also more comfortable. And therefore, we are paving the ground for the widespread acceptance and the worldwide introduction of e-mobility. In parallel, we continuously optimize the internal combustion engine and drive forward also the use of alternative fuels. We do this because we are convinced that the combustion engine will also play a major role in the future drive mix. And this approach we simply call dual strategy. In other words, we expand our existing market positions, and on the other hand, we work on the future of mobility. And this means, of course, many efforts, and this is a challenge we really gladly accept. And this implies also that we want to further expand and diversify our portfolio and also our knowledge. So some of you might know us very well for engine technology, for filters, for thermal management systems, but Mahle is much, much more nowadays. So entering the fields of new mobility with thermal management, such as being a pioneer for battery cooling more than a decade ago. Today, Mahle stands really for a very, very broad portfolio range for all the different drivetrain technologies. This includes low voltage, also high voltage traction motors for electric vehicles, as well as also power electronics or also electrical auxiliaries. And to give you just a few examples. We develop also fuel cell systems because we believe this will be an important pillar in the mix also in the long-term future, as well as technologies for highly efficient combustion engines. To further strengthen our e-mobility activities, we just have launched our first production line for electrical air conditioning compressors, and we just opened a new development center for electronics. And as you can see, we continue to move forward and also go on with transforming ourselves. Today, I'm really delighted to show you one of our projects that really reflects very well the transformation of Mahle, which demonstrates also our ambition to shape future mobility. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you today our concept for urban mobility. This is MEET. This vehicle you see in front of you, MEET, Mahle, Electrical Efficient Transport. This is really a proof point for Mahle's commitment to meet the demands of the future mobility today and again also in the future. MEET is our mobility concept for the city of the future, where over 50% of the people live in or close to major cities. And in 2050, this will be the case even for more than 70% of the people worldwide. And of course, this has a major impact on how we're going to use the cars and on the mobility in general. However, we also believe that some demands will not change in the future, as people want to reach and to get to their destinations in a comfortable way, but also highly efficient, affordable, and with a fun vehicle. Therefore, with our MEET concept, we address these future requirements. So highest efficiency, individual comfort for the passengers, affordability, and last but not least, fun to drive. And the MEET vehicle fulfills all these requirements. Now you might ask, will Mahle actually manufacture such a vehicle? No, we will not. We are not a vehicle manufacturer, but our intention is to have a technology demonstrator to show what technologies are best for the future e-mobility. And MEET is the future e-mobility with really combining our competencies in thermal management, in drives, in electronics, and also in user interfaces together with our joint venture BHTC. Ladies and gentlemen, let me highlight a few key features of this MEET vehicle. MEET makes use of the efficient and highly integrated Mahle 48-volt twin power drive unit. And this unit combines two electric motors, the transmission, and a 48-volt electronic system. The Mahle IPM traction drive provides maximum efficiency and dynamics in a wide speed range. The Mahle demonstrator vehicle initially contained a Mahle drive unit comprising two motors, each with 14 kilowatts of mechanical output and 36 Newton meters of torque. At the Naias here, we are showcasing the next evolutionary step, and this means we have 20 kilowatts of continuous output, 30 kilowatts peak, and 80 Newton meters torque per motor. This is really an outstanding performance for the 48-volt segment. The motors drive the rear wheels via a central transmission, and the application of two motors leads to two main benefits, basically. First, increased functional safety by means of redundancy in the electrical powertrain, and second, improved maneuverability and agility with the torque vectoring functionality. So MEET really redefines driving pleasure. It's zippy, it's agile, and it's intuitive. Maneuvering and parking are supported by the torque vectoring functionality of the Mahle twin power drive unit, and MEET is rendered exceptionally agile thanks to the selective wheel torque output of the two electric motors. In urban traffic, basically, maximum speed is not what counts. With a top performance of 40 to 60 kilowatts, depending on the model of the motor, Mead is very zippy in this relevant speed range. The basic model of the Mead accelerates from 0 to 50 kilometers in 5 seconds. When using the new Mahle motor, each with a peak power of 30 kilowatts, this time drops in order to accelerate from 0 to 50 kilometers to less than 3 seconds. The modular approach of the 48-volt twin-power drive unit can easily be integrated in existing 48-volt architecture also in hybrid vehicles. And this leads to cost effectiveness by economies of scale. The 48-volt approach requires fewer safety measures in comparison with a high-voltage system, reducing the cost overall by 25%. So in the urban application area, the technical focus of Mead is on maximum energy efficiency. So the interaction of various energy-saving technologies in the fields of powertrain and thermal management increases efficiency and significantly extends the cruising range of the vehicle. As in all vehicles with a purely electric powertrain, one of the biggest challenges with respect to energy storage is heating the interior, particularly in winter. Indeed, by eliminating local emissions, the system lacks the most important heat source, the combustion engine. And as a result, any temperature-related output, such as the heating of the heating air, places a burden on the battery and therefore on the vehicle's driving range. So maximum efficiency without compromises in comfort are therefore a top priority in this Mead vehicle. So Mahle achieves thermal efficiency through measures such as a thermoelectric heat pump and surface heaters with individual comfort zones in combination with a dual-zoned air conditioning system. As a result, Mead achieves up to 7 days of inner city traffic, just with one charge. And expressed in figures, innovative thermal management increases the cruising range of the vehicle in summer times by 5% and in winter times by as much as 50%. The Mead vehicle and its highest efficiency considers also comfort issues. So personalized heating or cooling is produced exactly where it is needed. Innovative heating elements in the form of thin, flexible films produce surface heating with direct contact to the passengers, for example in the side panels. The innovative operating concept ensures that the driver is not distracted while driving, but can still use all the different functions in a safe manner. Handling the Mead vehicle is very intuitive and simple, despite a wide range of functions like controlling the navigation, the sound system, the air conditioning system, or also accessing the technical status of the vehicle. This is where the comprehensive expertise of the Mahle subsidiary BHTC becomes visible. So the operating concepts enables a contact-free, gesture-based control, haptic feedback, and also personalized comfort setting, as well as the preconditioning of the interior, for example, via a smartphone app while charging. So despite its technical sophistication, the Mead vehicle of Mahle is an affordable vehicle concept, and there are several reasons for this. First of all, the Mead is a platform concept. The modular approach can be flexibly transferred to a range of vehicle concepts. Second, economies of scale are generated. So, for example, the modular drive unit may also be easily used as an e-axle in a 48-volt hybrid system. And in addition, Mahle believes that all the technology in meat can be carried over into larger scale productions. And third point, the 48-volt approach requires fewer safety measures in comparison with a high voltage system. So meet Mahle efficient electric transport is the vehicle concept for tomorrow's urban mobility, and with meet Mahle is really actively addressing the current challenges of the future mobility and of the automotive industry. Meet combines here the broad portfolio of Mahle and expertise in the fields of thermal management, powertrain, electronics, and also user interface, and convincingly demonstrates today what the future of e-mobility will be. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my promise the meat story will continue. We have further developed several systems and components in the vehicle, such as surface heating and cooling, or also the DC-DC converter for onboard charging. I look also forward to introducing to you the mobile version of the meat in the near future. This vehicle is really a test carrier for our electric drive systems and will be introduced to the public later this year. So there is more to come. Ladies and gentlemen, for today, I ask you for your attention. I thank you for your attention, and thank you also for being our guest today. And we are now happy to answer your questions. And for this, we would like to go down to the meat vehicle. Thank you.